Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, January 5, 2025. Today's minor challenging aspects can sometimes leave you feeling vaguely unsettled, but the adjustments you make as a result can be helpful down the road. Your perceptions may not be as reliable as they usually are today, and reading too much into a situation may be more trouble than it's worth. Avoid getting too caught up in spiraling thoughts or wrestling with regrets or recent decisions. You could be dealing with people who won't budge on a matter or the opposite, lacking the confidence to make a firm decision. Either way, it's frustrating. Or, there can be an inner conflict between a desire to innovate and a need to stick with familiar people and situations. For the best results, steer clear of flip decisions and try to stay in the moment. It's not a good time to win over others or make a stand. Refinements need to be made to incomplete or weak plans. Focus on accomplishing your goals step by step and look for channels to express your feelings, even if these are not direct routes. You may be surprised how many there are, helping you to rise above the small, irritating challenges of the day. A newfound, subtle theme will begin echoing throughout the cosmos. Vesta, an asteroid far off in the depths of space, has turned a corner and ventured into the sign. Vesta is an asteroid that was named after the Roman goddess of the hearth and home. She is critical because she also aligns with sacred sexuality and our inner truth. Now, as she takes on the energy of Scorpio, we may become more all or nothing about our passions and relationships. Focusing on shadow work and understanding what we must eliminate to transform our paramount concerns. Agree to disagree. Know when to step away from a tense interaction when Mars retrogrades in Leo and Pluto oppose Aquarius. You and another professional party might need to be on the same page regarding something. It could be over an obligation at work or something outside of work. No matter what the topic of conversation is, you may feel defensive about your point of view. Step away before this interaction becomes a full-blown argument at work. Some fights are not worth showing up for, significantly if they could negatively impact your job. Today's planetary alignment gives you the ability to see yourself for the good, beautiful person that you are. If you have been tending to your needs and paying close attention to yourself, mindful eating, exercise, and sleep, you will feel especially good. If you have been feeling guilty because you've been distracted and neglecting your body, such a benevolent aspect reaches deep into your core and spreads its healing rose gold light. Expression is the key to this day. The essence of the day converges with your natural makeup. Now is the time to convey your expectations and ideals in both business and personal relationships. Do not be surprised if, when communicating your wants and desires, you gain some closure to past issues that had appeared to be irresolvable. Take time this evening to write in your journal and unwind in general, for without this outlet, your sentimentality can become overwhelming. Having the moon in your communication sector and still separating from its friendly aspect to Jupiter in your relationship sector yesterday couldn't come with better timing. The moon will leave tomorrow, but staying on as Venus leaves your communication sector today will help with the transition to the planets that can continue her mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice. Meanwhile, this will see Venus shift her and therefore your heart's focus onto home and family and to what will be the start of some powerful months across the home, family, or property fronts. As Venus, the planet of love, leaves your communication sector, not to return until early 2026, her mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice will remain in safe hands. While the moon will leave tomorrow, there is not only continuous planetary activity in your communication sector for the rest of the year but working closely with Jupiter, until he leaves your relationship sector in June. Our eyes in the sky. Sometimes, life has a way of pulling our focus in so many directions that we lose sight of the basics. You may find yourself feeling a little off balance lately, struggling to concentrate on everyday responsibilities. It's as though your usual drive has decided to take a brief vacation, leaving you to tackle tasks that suddenly feel much heavier than before. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is normal. Life moves in cycles, and it's okay to have moments when motivation ebbs. These times are not setbacks but opportunities to pause, reset, and learn. Even when it feels like you're not making progress, every small effort counts. Celebrate the small victories, even if it's just completing one task from your list. Have you ever noticed how accomplishing one thing, no matter how minor, can create a ripple effect of positivity? That's the momentum you want to build. Over time, those small wins add up and help you regain your footing. Trust in the process and in yourself, knowing that brighter days are on the horizon. Support from those around you can be a powerful lifeline during moments like these. Whether it's a friend offering advice, a colleague showing encouragement, or even a family member simply lending a listening ear, these connections remind you that you're never truly alone. Think back to a time when someone's unexpected support lifted your spirits. How did it make you feel to know someone believed in you? Right now, leaning into your relationships and embracing collaboration could open doors you didn't even realize were there. The energy you put out into the world has a way of coming back to you, so stay open to the kindness and encouragement others are eager to share. As you navigate this period, you may find yourself torn between bold action and cautious restraint. This inner conflict is nothing to shy away from. It's a sign that you're carefully weighing your options, which is always a good thing. Reflect on moments from your past when you had to make a difficult choice. What guided you toward the right decision? Often, it's not about rushing to act but taking the time to pause and consider what truly matters. This reflective approach can ease tension and strengthen your bonds with others, particularly those closest to you. People are more inclined to support you when they sense your thoughtfulness and care. Occasional. Why, you might find that your usual strategies for tackling problems just aren't cutting it. This can be frustrating, but it's also an invitation to innovate. Have you ever tried a completely different approach and been surprised by how well it worked? Stepping outside your comfort zone might feel risky, but it's often the key to unlocking solutions. By embracing new perspectives, you'll not only overcome current challenges but also grow in ways you didn't expect. As things begin to fall into place, you'll notice your confidence shining through. Your enthusiasm and expertise will attract positive attention, and you may even find yourself inspiring those around you. This recognition is uplifting and well-deserved, but it's important to stay grounded. The admiration you're receiving now can transform into lasting support if you nurture those relationships with humility and gratitude. After all, no success story is written alone. When everything seems to be going your way, it's tempting to go all in, especially when it comes to finances. Feeling empowered and optimistic can lead to impulsive decisions, but take a moment to think before you act. Ask yourself if a purchase or investment aligns with your long-term goals or if it's just a fleeting temptation. Financial discipline now can pave the way for greater stability and freedom down the line, allowing you to sustain your current success and continue building upon it. On the physical front, your energy levels are soaring. It's as if your body and mind are in sync, ready to tackle whatever comes your way. This is the perfect time to engage in activities that energize and rejuvenate you. Whether it's a brisk walk in the crisp morning air, a yoga session to center your thoughts, or even dancing around your living room to your favorite music, find something that makes you feel alive. Movement is a celebration of life, a way to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. Pay attention to the activities that bring you joy and lean into them fully. They're not just good for your health, they're good for your soul. As you move forward, keep in mind that life is a journey, not a race. Take a moment to reflect on what you've accomplished, and don't hesitate to share your experiences with others.